Hey, what's good, y'all? What's going on? So I got another battle from the vault, Showdown style. I got a pretty dangerous opponent across from me. Looking at his crew, Hippowdon, Corviknight, Toxapex, all of the makings of an annoying situation. But I'm a veteran, been doing this for a long time, so I have answers. Now, this particular matchup was actually a bit of a chess match, really. But you know what? That's what it's all about. I want to go ahead and get into it and just kind of let you see the details of it. So let's get to it. All right. So off the top, I brought in Grimmsnarl just to kind of get a heads up on putting the screens up, and it proved to be a good play because I forced out his Kyurem and all the while taunted his Hippowdon. Now, if you're wondering, I actually had to speed this up a little bit because this was a chess match, but anywho, I used the screens as an opportunity to bring in my Gyarados to get up a sub and set up some Dragon Dances, knowing full well that this Toxapex wouldn't have much of an answer to it. Now, in this day and age, Gyarados is not really going to, provide a clean sweep. It's really more of a late game sweeper in my eyes. But just getting it set up early on, I think, was to send the message that I was here to do damage to him. So as you can see, I was able to get that Corviknight out the way, and I'm kind of glad I got it out like so early on in the match. That kind of prevented a lot of problems that it could have caused. He brings in his Kyurem, and I'm not too worried about it because obviously I was behind a sub. So I think that sub up until now pretty much serves its purpose. Force a switch, and right here he brings in his Toxapex, knowing full well that he can tank most of my hits and then just kind of wear me down with the Toxic. But I'm not really worried about the Toxic at this point because I have a Cleric right here in Vaporeon. So I bring that in just to get off the wish and make sure that my Grimmsnarl comes in safely. You know what he's all about, just throwing up the screens, taunt if I have to. I bring Vaporeon back in to catch a little bit of that Scald, heal up a little bit, and go ahead and provide those clerical duties, getting that toxicity out of my team. Now he brings the Kyurem in. I know off the top he's looking to do a freeze dry, but I'm not particularly worried. Just seeing that I'm behind screens and I got the protect, so I let the burn kill him off. Same deal. I'm guessing he's throwing the Toxapex in really to, I guess, force me to use up all of my heal bells, but come on, I know better than that. So, anywho, I bring in the Grimmsnarl just to make sure I can keep my screens up. Really more so to throw up the taunt, just to kind of slow down Toxapex and force him into like a more predictable situation, because obviously he can't, do protect or I guess baneful bunker or anything like that. He has to either attack or switch. So he brings in the Excadrill, and I use that as an opportunity to bring in Gyarados. Behind screen, intimidate, the drill, and a type advantage. So there's that. So what you're gonna see is a lot of switching, just to see who's gonna like maintain the most favorable position. And I mean that's pretty much what battling is all about. But as you can see, I am slowly breaking down his team. But you're gonna see here in a little bit that he's gonna fight back. It's gonna be a pretty tough matchup, and it kind of sucks that he was able to get the flinch just now. But that's all a part of the game here. I was looking to actually, I think I spoke too soon. That's the flinch I was referring to. But yeah, had he not flinched me there, I'm pretty sure I would have done heal bell right there. Battle was a while ago, but that's one spot where it kind of mattered, but whatevs. And it's kind of back to square one, man. My Gyarados is poison, and I think my mindset at this point was to just kind of set up and do as much damage as possible, maybe flinch him into another hit. So that's pretty much what I'm trying to do, and I did get the flinch, so I got him back for that rock slide. And at this point, I'm just trying to get screens up, and just kind of control his movements and whatnot. So taunt, at this point, I know he can't slack off, he can't whirlwind, he can't stealth rock. So he's either going to earthquake or switch. At which point, I can figure out the best switch for myself. And anytime I throw up some screens, those are ideal conditions to put out something like a Cloyster, who's otherwise a glass cannon. So of course, if Cloyster comes on the field, I'm gonna try it. So I went for the Shell Smash and the Rock Blast. Now, I don't know why he felt the need to bring in Arcanine to take that Rock Blast. I guess maybe he thought I was going to get crafty and predict a switch into like Hippowdon or something. But either way, I don't know that would have been a good switch for him. But I guess the Intimidate helped him out, so whatevs. I bring in my Gyarados for obvious reasons, type advantage, just to try to shoot my shot at killing this thing off. But he's going to let the Toxic wear me off, or wear me down, I should say. And that's pretty much that. So I bring the Cloyster in, Shell Smash. I figure I should have at least one turn to do some kind of damage. And I guess Arcanine was a good switch, but truth be told, I don't know. Whatevs. I went for the Icicle Spirit just in case he wanted to go into Hippowdon. Maybe he saw it. I don't know. But I bring in the Weezing, knowing full well that I have Levitate and he can't really do anything to me. Right here, I went for the sub, really more so to scout and to see if he was going to attack. I think that's where he kind of screwed up, because that allowed me to get off a Nasty Plot. And just seeing as now he has like 85% left, I figured after a Nasty Plot I should be able to get him out the way. So I was. And right here, man, I'm just trying to make sure that I can stall out the turns for this Sandstorm to make sure he doesn't maintain a speed advantage. Or at least that's kind of what I was thinking at the time. So we're just kind of going back and forth. Pain Split, Sludge Bomb, just whatever to pass the time, I guess. And I think right there I went for the Flamethrower just in case he wanted to throw his Excadrill in for whatever reason, maybe for an Iron Head or something. And he does get the burn on the Weezing, but this particular Weezing doesn't care. So I think, right here, I'm just going to spam the Flamethrower, and luckily I got a burn. I guess if you do it enough times, you'll get something out of it. Baneful Bunker, we just stalling right now. But I'm gonna tell you, this was a real war, and I'm sure you see that now. Yep. Alright, so I went for the Sludge Bomb, I guess as a means not to deplete my Flamethrower. He comes in, Iron Head, at which point it no longer matters because the Sandstorm is gone, so I kill that off. And here it's just like, what? I'm just going to spam Nasty Plot and Shadow Ball. I went for 2 off the rip just because I knew that 1 wouldn't be enough. Now, I knew that worst case scenario he would be able to crit and I guess get like a max damage crit and kill this thing off, or maybe burn it, but I wasn't too pressed about it at this point. And I figured after the 3rd Nasty Plot, like, this thing is out of there. So that's the match, man. I get him out the way with an epic Shadow Ball. As you can see, the match was a chess match. It was a war. Great match, really. So I'll keep them rolling out. If you like it, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. All right, I'm out.